Mario, Kart, and World. These three words seemingly don't have anything in common, but if you put them together, kaboom, it makes the most overpriced game since it's the most overpriced game. However, don't let that fool you. Mario Kart World is still a great game. Is it my favorite Mario Kart? No, but it's my second favorite. 8 Deluxe still reigns supreme. But what makes Mario Kart World so good? Is it its unique new mechanics? Its beautiful visuals? Its 2,000 song soundtrack? Like, seriously, you could graduate college with that shit in the background and it would still be going. But no. All those things considered? No. The best thing about this game? The fact you can play as Coin Coffer. The roster of Mario Kart World. Easily the largest by a considerable margin. If you don't mention the fucking mobile game, but fuck you, it doesn't count. However, I seem to notice something. A lot of the games in the series that don't have reps in the roster. That's why I'm taking it upon myself to add one new character to Mario Kart World from each mainline game. Here are the rules. No spin-offs. That means no sports games, kart racing games, and party games. No series from other characters will count with 2 exceptions, Yoshi's Island 1 and Wario Land 1. They both have mainline game titles in their names, acting as sequels for them, so I'll count them. No item characters. If a character is an item in World, they aren't going to be a character. Sorry to all my 2 Ice Flower fans in the audience. It isn't making the cut. Now then, let's start with...
Let's hear it for the Super Mario Brothers!
Super Mario Bros. 1 is an odd case where most characters already have a presence in Mario Kart one way or another, except 3. Those are Spiny, Fuzzy Beetle, and Padobu? Or Lava Bubble, or Sparky? Carl. His name is Carl. Of these 3, I think Spiny deserves it the most, but he's the most iconic of the 3, but damn it, I just like Carl more. He fits with a theme of weird-ass enemies taking the wheel, so yeah. Carl will be the Super Mario Bros. Rep.
I'm slower, but I jump higher!
Yeah, I'm also not doing the Lost levels. That would basically be fucking DLC if it came out today. So we're gonna do the American version, and there's one obvious pick. Hoopster. No, it's obviously Ninja. It's had a resurgence recently, appearing in Wonder, Mario Golf Super Rush, and even Mario Party. It's honestly a wonder how it didn't even get into the World.
I have a super rare copy of Mario 3.
For Super Mario Bros. 3, it has the similar problem as 1. Most of the characters are either already in the game or are the Koopalings, and I'm not adding those fuckers. Instead, I'm going to be adding in Thwomp. Yes, that Thwomp. It's one of the most iconic characters, and the fact of the matter is, it would just look really fucking funny. Maybe there could be a green alt too. Also, yeah, about Boom Boom, I just want Thwomp. Please, Nintendo, I know about Boom Boom. Just give me Thwomp. Give me Thwomp, please.
How you doing, Rex?
Were you scared? Tell me honestly.
For Super Mario World, I decided to go with one that I just find frankly amazing. And that is Fuzzy. Listen. Fuzzy has gone under the radar, yet it's one of the most appeared enemies in the entire series. I love this little guy, and I find it to be super overlooked sometimes. For Yoshi's Island, I decided to go with the next best thing after Kamek, Toadie. Since I can't really add Kamek because of the rules, Toadie is the next best option. It's literally just a Diet Kamek if you think about it.
God, that shit was so boring, your fans must hate joy! Being sedated by this fucking Game Boy!
Now we're going into the slums. Other than the obvious characters of Daisy and Wario, no Mario Land characters have ever come back, which honestly I find really fucking funny. However, I have a job to do, and I decided on Toko Toko. This guy's the most obvious pick as it literally appears in Mario Kart World. You might be asking about the obvious pick of Tatanga, but I think he'd be reintroduced in a game that's much more important than just some Mario Kart spin-off.
There's 2 of them?!
Now we're really going downhill. I just picked a random enemy from the list of enemies on the Super Mario Wiki and went with the cutest one. I chose Ant. No, literally, just Ant. I know there are probably better options like good old Spiked Ball, but Ant just seems to be the best pick, I guess. Next.
Oh my god!
Like Land 2, literally nobody appears again in this one, other than Wario, of course. So I just skimmed through the wiki again until I found this guy, DD, or Dangerous Duck. I honestly absolutely love this guy's design, and he might be one of my new favorite enemies.
It's me, Mario!
Now this is a tough one. There are so many iconic characters in Super Mario 64, like Dory, the Mad Piano, and of course, Big Steely, my beloved. However, I decided to go with King Bob-omb, the very obvious pick here in my opinion, as he's been in a Mario Kart game before, in Tour.
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
It's P.T. Piranha. It's obviously P.T. Piranha. I'm not sure how he didn't make it in the world, but he's here now, I guess. Literally the most obvious pick of the day. Yes, I know the new Super Mario Bros. Series isn't necessarily mainline, but come on, who doesn't want to talk about Bruiser, alright? Speaking of Bruiser, he's the pick for this game. He's pretty much the only enemy that reappeared in later games other than Cheap Chomp, but whatever.
Yet another obvious pick. For Super Mario Galaxy, I'm going with the return of Honey Queen from Mario Kart 7. Honestly, one of the oddest inclusions, yet one of my favorites. I want her to come back so bad. Please, Nintendo, please, 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 please.
New Super Mario Brothers! Whee!
Like the first New Soup game, there aren't much important enemies or characters that came out of this one. So I decided to go with what I think could be one of the most iconic enemies from this game, Cooligan. It has reappeared multiple times, and it's super cool. For Galaxy 2, I decided to go with an oddball pick. I know Lava is the obvious pick, but I decided on someone else. The Cosmic Clone. This guy's always been at the back of my mind since I beat 3D Land, the best game ever. I would think they would have a unique mechanic where it could clone a random character in the roster just with a cosmic texture every race. This way, it would never get old.
What I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Oh my god, finally. This little guy is easily my favorite Mario game of all time. So, obviously, I'm gonna know all the enemies in this game. With that, I'm throwing out the logic of, didn't reappear at all in later games logic out the window. Fuck you, I'm choosing Block-a-Block. It's one of my favorite enemies in all of Mario, and of all time, of everything ever. It would be so cool, and so funny, and so amazing to see it again. I love 3D Land, I love you 3D Land, marry me. This game has the odd thing where there are little to no things introduced. The new things they introduced that weren't gold versions of existing enemies were Behemoth and Small Urchin. Listen, I know Small Urchin is tempting, but I'm gonna have to go with Behemoth. He's literally in the game. Sorry to all the Small Urchin fans out there. Maybe it'll show up in Mario Kart Shitfuck for $200 in 2045, maybe.
Meow?
Oh my god, I love this game too. However, there are two obvious choices, Plessie or the Sprixie Princess. I decided to go with Plessie. I mean, she's all about being ridden on like a cart, so it only makes sense. However, Sprixie is still a very good choice. She appeared in Mario Tennis Ultra Smash after all, so she does have experience in spin-offs.
God, that shit was so boring, your fans must hate joy!
Like New Super Mario Bros. 2, this game doesn't have a ton except Nabbit, so I decided to go with Waddlewing, the enemy I find to be the most iconic enemy from this game. That's it, this game doesn't have a lot going for it, so next.
We are going to steal!
This one was the easiest, but also one of the hardest. This game has so many unique and iconic characters, like the Tuscarinans, the Brutals, the Taxi. Yet, I think we all know that Cappy is long overdue for a spin-off appearance, so I'm picking him.
Peter, what are you doing? Crap, what?
Finally, we have Wonder. Like Odyssey, there are multiple new and cool characters featured here, yet I feel like the most iconic one has to be the Talking Flower. I love this guy, and I feel like it would be a fan favorite if added to Mario Kart. Maybe like a Funky Kong situation. So, there you have it. One new Mario Kart character for each mainline game. I hope you enjoyed this, at least a little bit. As you can clearly see, this is my first serious video on this place, so it's gonna be not that great. I hope to do more like this someday, so until next time, see you real soon. Maybe in like a few years, a few days, I don't know. Bye-bye. Finally, we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Like Odyssey, there are multiple new and cool characters featured here, yet I feel like the most iconic one introduced has to be the Talking Flower. I love this guy, and I feel like he would be a fan favorite if added to Funky Kong. What the fuck?
Stop me, I'm stuck in the trap. I'll giggity Lois and make more sons of the man. I'll Jim carry your ass out the door, you bitch. I'm the best green guy he's played since the Grinch. Yeah.